did trade a lot of that. And I remember my mother saying to me, don't be so eager to grow up. Just you have the rest of your life to be an adult. And I couldn't understand that then. I heard what she said, and obviously it never left.
Mm-hmm.
But now I get it. And I did. I mean, I didn't listen to her. I did. But at the same time, in a sense, you were forced to. Because of being in this business, you had no time to be a child and trading it. Trading all your childhood treasures for this career, for your work, and wanting to be in love and have someone to call your own and do all those things. Things that sometimes, at least I did, I felt it's the thing to do. Like you're supposed to grow up and get married and have a family and do this and that. And then realizing, wait a minute, I don't have to do this. Just because this is the norm doesn't mean it has to be done this way.
Right.
If you want to go to school, go to school. If you want to take your time with someone, take it. You don't have to have a child. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. And that's when I think things kind of change for me in a sense.
When did you come to that realization?
Well, part of it was, a portion of that was control.
Okay.
And then I guess in a sense, getting back to it was later on in my life and saying, wait a minute, just because this is where I am doesn't mean this is where I have to be. And I can change things if I want. If I'm not happy with a situation, only I can change it.
Yeah. Is that something that like comes, you know, is that like a quick revelation, like it's just kind of like something that you come to, or is it like a slow sort of painful process? You know what I mean?
That realization?
Yeah, that you can change, you can make a change in your life.
I hope this doesn't sound weird, but I feel like it's both in a sense.
Okay.
Because of all that you go through and all that you learn in life. And then suddenly, boom, it just one day hit me that, no, it doesn't have to be this way. It's like, yeah, you may have been told that, but I didn't quite get it. Or I heard it, but I wasn't truly getting it. And eventually, it just hit me. It came into my head and it hit me and said, you know what, change it.
Yeah.
You can change it, change it. If you're not happy, change it. Do something about it. Don't sit in it. Don't live with it.
But like, what were the voices kind of in your head telling you not to, or that you couldn't? You know what I mean?
Not that I couldn't, but it's like growing up, things that you see, things that you learn from your parents. At least I should say for myself. I feel, okay, this is the way things are supposed to be done. It's like saying no matter how much mess somebody dishes out, you stay behind that person. No matter what they do to you, how badly they may treat you, you still be there for that person. And that's one of the things that I feel like I was shown growing up, so I thought, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. Whether you're happy or not, you still stick with that person. And I'm just giving you an example. And then saying, wait a minute, just because that's what they did with their life doesn't mean that I have to do the same thing. And that also doesn't make it right.
Right.
So it's at some point it's like saying, okay, wait a minute, this isn't cool. I'm not feeling this, so I'm going to change it.
So it kind of goes back to like what we were talking about in the car, and that, I mean, to love somebody, to be in love, you know that you're going to have to put up with some degree of mess, because we all come with mess. You can't love another person without mess. But just when do you know when that mess is just too much? You know, that their mess is holding you down. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, they ultimately say in learning that everyone does have their baggage, but you take care of yours, I'll take care of mine. It's the way it's truly supposed to be. That would be the healthy way.
Right.
And we don't bring any outside baggage, past relationships into this, because we have to give this a fair chance.
Right.
But if it starts to, for myself, feel like a ton of bricks on my shoulders, where I am day in and day out, totally consumed with them and what's going on in their lives, and just totally ignoring myself.
Right.
Something's not right here. And like I said to you before, it is selfish, and it seems so selfish, and it was so difficult for me to do in the beginning, and that's to say, wait, I gotta take care of myself first. Does that seem so selfish to you?
Wow.
It's like, how can you take care of yourself when there's somebody over here who really needs you? It's like, well, you really can't help them unless you've got your shit together. And I couldn't understand that because they needed me and I wanted to be there for them. But now I get it.
Yeah. But you thought that was selfish, like that, like as opposed to like that's looking out for yourself is always selfish.
Yeah, I saw it as being a very selfish person, but see, that's how I grew up. That's what I saw growing up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, now that, you know, because obviously you're like talking about your parents and kind of what you saw growing up and stuff like that, and now that, you know, you've been through stuff yourself, it's like, you know, what are your, do you talk to maybe like your mom about relationships now and like what, you know what I mean, like what you've gone through and things?
You know what, it's not that it's weird, but I'm so much closer to my mother than I've ever been.
Wow.
Ever been. Things that happened to me when I was a kid that I thought I would never tell her. That I told who I considered my second mom. She just passed away last year, Mrs. Fine. She was our tutor. Only one of my family she didn't teach was my brother Jack, and she taught all of us. Mm-hmm. And my sister Reedy was that one. I'm sorry, she didn't teach. She taught the rest of us. But, you know, any little thing, if I got in trouble, I'd tell Mrs. Fine because I didn't want to disappoint my mother. Mm-hmm. And I would hope mother wouldn't find out. Mm-hmm. And as an adult, I told her a lot of things that happened to me when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And some she sensed, you know, that mother's intuition.
Right. Yeah.
And there were things that she knew, but it just felt so good to talk. And when I did that, it opened a whole new door for our relationship as mother and daughter, and we are so much closer today. Wow. And I love that because I'm crazy about mother. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Do you think do you think you understand choices she may have made in her life that you might not have understood earlier? You know what I mean?
My mother's very, yes I do. And it's all about her children. It's all about her family. And not to, I think it's like that with most black families. Not to say that it's not like that with other people's families, but I wish that she would be a little selfish, just a little bit. And we talk about this all the time, and just do something for herself. Just take care of herself. But it's always about her babies. Always about her babies.
Do you think she understands the choices that you've made in your life?
Yeah, I think she does. I think she does. She knows me. She knows that I'm a lot like her. But at the same time, I've come into my own and found someone else there that isn't like she. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But you think she likes that person?
Which one?
Annette.
This
the
one?
one that you found inside, you know, the person that has
know.
just enabled you to do the things that you've done, that she, you know, to make choices in your life that she didn't necessarily make in her life.
I know she loves that person. She loves that person. She really just loves that person. And that's all that matters to me.
Great. Wonderful. I guess I can't ask this question. It's a sexy question.
Can I just hear it?
No, I was just gonna say what part of your body turns you on the most, but I guess.
Oh my God. Yeah, don't ask that because I would have to honestly tell you no part of my body turns
Actually,
me
that's
on.
why I don't have them. And I'm
Now,
not,
wait, if
I'm
you
not
wanna
sure I
ask
believe
me-
you, honestly.
Okay,
I'm
well,
really
that's
not sure I
fine.
believe you. I'm not saying that it's. I'm not
No,
saying.
you don't have to.
Okay.
You honestly don't have to, and I'm not mad about it at all. I'll tell you which part of my body I like the most.
Okay.
The small of my back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't you have a tattoo there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's the part of my body I like the most.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, it's such a, oh God, Craig, it's a really touchy thing with me because I don't see myself as sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can take pictures like this, and I look at this picture, and I'm not saying, and I go, see, I don't even want to talk about it, Craig, because,
No, tell me. Go ahead.
you know why?
I'm not gonna laugh at you.
Because do you think that's a sexy picture?
Of course, Janet.
No. I know it's saying sex because you don't have anything on and there's a pillow.
No, but it's sexy. Look at your face. You look sexy. I'm gay, and I think it's sexy.
See, and you know what, Craig? That's not, I don't see that as sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I truly don't. I really. Now, if it was somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
totally, completely somebody else, I probably would find it sexy. But because it's me, because I don't see myself as sexy, and I never have.
Well, I think it's very interesting you're saying the small of your back, because that's like, A, it's a part of yourself that you can't see. But then B, it's a very vulnerable part of yourself because, like, it's, you know, if somebody's doing something in that area, it's like you don't...
It feels good.
Well, yeah, but you also don't see this. It's very mysterious, you know, because you don't see necessarily what they're doing, and it's sort of, it's very vulnerable place, you know.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's like, you know, I mean, not too many people are going to be playing around in the small of my back. You know, it's like that's a special
Place for a special person.
Okay, let's lighten it up. I feel like we've been real heavy for a while. Let's talk about people. Can we talk about people?
Okay, like who?
Not talk about them like, oh, she is.
You want to gossip?
No, I'm not gossip. I really don't. I really don't care about gossip. But let's talk about people. No.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite Jennifer Lopez song?
Yeah, I do.
God, you not say so defensively.
No,
I
but
was asking it straightforward.
no, I didn't
Like,
mean it.
yeah, I do. What
No,
else?
I didn't mean it like that. I swear to God, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I actually
God.
do. I like on her new album, Secretly.
Okay.
I think it's called Secretly.
Mm.
It's either Secret or Secretly.
Okay.
I love that song.
Why?
I love the melody. I love the way she's singing. And I like what it's saying.
Mm. Do you remember, like, the first time you met her? Like, was it on the set of That's the Way Love Goes? Or?
They all auditioned.
And what were your impressions of her?
She was a sweet girl. She was really quiet.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't say what was going through her head, but there was a part of me that I remember. God, who called? I don't know if she spoke to Renee or if she spoke to someone else, but said that because she was supposed to do the tour, she was supposed to do the whole project,
Oh, okay.
everything, and we only got through the first video, and then she kind of was saying that she wanted out because she wanted to do her own thing and
Mhm.
do films and wanted to act, and I wished her well and said, of course. It's like, how would I feel holding someone back knowing that they want to do something else and are ready to move on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be pretty shady,
Mm-hmm.
I think, on my part. And maybe that's what was going through her head because she was so quiet.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
saying, you know what? Sometimes that happens because I know it happened with me. Thinking I was very quiet, but I was just quiet, period,
Right.
growing up. But thinking I don't want to be here.
Mm.
This is not that I hate it, but I just want to be doing something else. This is not where I want to be at the moment. I'm ready to take that next step in another direction, which happened with me on Fame.
Right. Well, she probably wanted to be where you were. She wanted it to be her video.
Well, she's doing it,
Mhm.
you know, and
Mhm.
she's doing it very well. And
Mhm.
she's having great success, and I think that's awesome. I really do.
Do you own a copy of Paula Abdul's Greatest Hits?
Do I own a copy?
Yeah, do you have a copy?
No, I don't. I don't, Craig. I'm sorry. I have to say I don't.
Why are you apologizing to me?
Because I'm so happy. I shouldn't even be saying this. I'm so happy I asked, like, kind of repeated, or you repeated the question, because I thought you asked me another question.
What did you think I had?
I thought you said, do I own, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said, oh God, now I can't even think of what you said. I thought you said something like, would you want?
Oh, okay.
And then I was thinking, yeah, I thought you said, would you want? And I was thinking, well, I didn't know there was
one out.
Yeah. So I feel badly. And see, so I'm, even though I'm still saying it.
Well, it's on your label. I'm sure you can get a copy.
Craig, you are a mess. Oh my God, you are such a mess.
What?
You're a mess.
I think you're projecting. I'm just asking very Well, for God's sake. God. You're not going to hit me, are you? What are you doing?
No. Would you like some?
No, thanks. Unless you're trying to say my breath is bad or something.
No.
So what do you think, like, when you see, like, Britney perform? What do you think? What goes through your mind?
What goes through my mind?
Those are your old dance moves?
Yeah, but people say that.
Mm-hmm. They say what?
Well, my friends have said to me that she reminds them of me.
Mm-hmm.
And she does remind me of me now. I never saw it before.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, yeah, Jen, I think you inspired her. And I'm thinking, I did?
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear, like, in her music where she goes, stop, and sing, and band, and this and that, and the chair thing. And then, because I never saw it before. I really,
Right.
I didn't. I just saw her as, you know, one of the new kids coming up and having a great amount of success, and I think she's talented.
Right.
And I enjoy watching her. I saw her show in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. We met a couple of times, actually, and a couple of times she's called wanting to, or one of her security guys has called wanting us to get together, but unfortunately just schedule conflicts. But yeah, I think she's talented.
Do you think, like, a young black woman could ever have that much success out of the box, you know? Like the way that she's come out kind of doing very similar things to what you've done, but she's like, you know, like 10 million of her first album, like...
It's always been, it seems like it's always been harder for us as a people. Even before the struggle for equity. But it's not impossible. I don't think it's impossible. But maybe you have to make themselves a little bit more visible. Not that she's not everywhere already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm kind of saying? You say for her to do 10 million out the box, would it be, do you think another young black artist would come along and do the same thing?
I mean, in a lot of ways, it just seems kind of like, you know, and not taking anything away from her. I mean, maybe she's talented, maybe she's not. But, you know, it's just an example of, like, a white artist doing very similar things that a black artist has done, and in a way, getting more success. You know what I mean?
Right. I hear what you're saying. You know, I used to hear things like, and I don't know, because I really wasn't around, like with Jackie Wilson and Elvis Presley.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, they're that same thing on different levels. I mean, throughout the years of music.
Right.
You have, Benny Goodman, but before that you had, who was it? that had that same style, but it didn't take off
Right.
until I think it was Benny W. Playing out of that, and the kids fell in love with it, and all of a sudden it became his sound.
Right.
When we were playing jazz like that, way before. I don't know what else to say to be afraid.
Why do you think? Why can't we just be quiet? You seem like you're expecting me to say. Like if I'm just not saying, not jumping right back with the question, you think I'm thinking something or something. I'm just like just letting you talk. Okay. Well, doesn't Tina Landon choreograph for Britney?
No,
does
she did.
Christina?
She did. Oops.
Okay, I did.
Yeah, she did that video. I think that's the only time she worked with Britney, but she works with Christina a lot.
Are you also friends?
I actually haven't seen Tina in a while, or actually worked with her. I always switch, like
Right.
choreographers and dancers, and now I'm working with Marty and Sean,
Right.
and with a few other choreographers. I'm probably not the one.
So how do you decide, like, it's time for, like we're talking about decisions a lot, like these things where you...
Time to move on?
Well, we talk about, like, because you're a relationship person, you said that, and so it's like, but the hardest part of being a relationship person is ending a relationship. And so, like, when you come to that point professionally, you work with somebody and you're, like, deciding, whether it's like you don't want to work with somebody anymore, or maybe you want to bring new people into it, like, in this situation, it's like, how do you come to that decision, and then how do you tell the other person?
Well, I've never had to do one.